is very funny. He's also, coincidentally enough, a very close personal friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Lee.
I didn't know Ken had that many friends. Thanks, man. Drinks are on him. You're a stay-at-home husband, right?
Yeah.
And Monica, you have a stay-at-home husband? Yeah. I'm a stay-at-home husband. In fact, I got to be at the home in about an hour. That's all. By the way, rock stars of the 60s are now out in concert. Problem is, the audience is now in their 60s. Times have changed. Years ago, back in the 60s, like when Led Zeppelin would take the stage, they would challenge the audience. You're all involved in this, okay? Hello, San Francisco! Are you ready to pump up the volume?
Yes!
I can't hear you!
Yes!
Very good. You're a team. Well, hey, that was then. Now, 40 years later, it's the audience. Hello? Could you please pump up the volume? We can't hear you. Oh, laugh if you will. It's not funny. Okay, I guess it is. And another thing, the women back then, they could get up and shake it in front of you. You know, I'm sure they're still doing it. Same women 40 years later. It's not working. It's like an eclipse of the stage. Talk about the dark side of the moon. I can't see the stage. I feel like saying, could you please sit down? The marquee didn't say, appearing tonight, Journey, Sticks, and Foreigner, and your big butt. Shaking that like that in front of me with those stretch pants. It's embarrassing. It looks like clowns trying to get out of a circus tent. At least if you're going to do that and shake it, can you please put on some jeans and give it some support? While we're at it, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, don't ask your husband, do these jeans make my butt look too big? There's no answer to that. My wife and I were rushing out to a concert, and all of a sudden we're at the door and she stops. You think these jeans make my butt look too big? No, dear, come on, let's go. You look fine. Are you sure? Listen, dear, once and for all, you look fine. The jeans don't make your butt look too big. Your butt makes the jeans look too small. Well, there wasn't any laughter after that. It was a very quiet ride to the concert, and I did manage to get a good night's sleep out in the backyard with the dog. You know something that really bugs me, besides struggling with this? Hold on, I'll be with you. I'll get back to the home. There we go. Ta-da! Drum roll. The thing that really gets me is people texting on their cell phones, and they're ignoring me, they're having a conversation. Studies have shown that it's addicting. Kind of like cigarette smokers, only when they're smoking, they're talking to you, they're paying attention. I can deal with a secondhand smoke. But it's not like when you're dealing with the texter. I feel like the victim of secondhand texting. I was talking to a woman at work, right in the middle. For no apparent reason, she decides she's going to text. I'm paying attention. No, she wasn't. I decided I'd yell out random stuff just to prove my point. Go ahead, I'm listening. So, this morning, your wrists look right perky. No thanks, I don't want any beef jerky. Say, you want to get naked and have office sex? Yeah, sure, just a minute. I'm almost finished with this text. Damn, what? I just got spam on my BlackBerry. Well, those are two food groups that don't go together. It's not like getting peanut butter and chocolate and you're coming up with Reese's, something you can share with me. I don't care about your spam berry. Here's a couple quarters and some X-Lax. Find somebody who really gives a shit. You know, I do like modern technology, though. Like cyber sex. Oh yeah, I've had cyber sex. With a stripper. She gave me a laptop dance. I'm going on, you like this shit, all right. Phone sex. I've had phone sex monthly. Every time I get my T-Mobile bill, I feel fucked. Okay, we'll keep going with that. Roll over a minute. minutes. My wife and I enjoy our rollover minutes. The other morning I said, roll over. I got a few minutes. Now, I'm digging up Shakespeare to see if he's got marijuana in his bones for whatever reason. I have absolutely no idea. It's in his writing. All you got to do is read. You don't need to dig them up. All you got to do is look at Hamlet, the famous quote, to be or not to be. Shit, what was the question? I will tell you what I questioned. That's being called names like a honky. I'm sorry I get agitated. I'm not a honky. I looked it up. It happens when white dudes were cruising the black neighborhoods in Harlem, looking for and honking at the black prostitutes. Honky. Don't call me a honky. You don't see me down in the Tenderloin honking at Afro-American prostitutes. Shit, I'm cruising for Asians. And then one final thought, I'm walking down Market Street and the young sister says, hey, cracker, you got some spare change? I went, cracker. Maybe she thinks I'm a tall, tasty snack, so I walked up to her and said, that's right, Mama, I'm your Cracker Jack. A big surprise in every pack. No, you can't be my shorty, because you're way too whack. Get out of my face, you fugly hood rat. Peace out. Thank you. You've been great.
Probably everybody give it another hand. This will be bad. That was the whitest thing I've ever seen. All right. That was funny.